Siberius, and we about to get serious. It's the real Siberius, making fanboys furious.
Hello, YouTube, and welcome to The Real Siberius. On this episode, I want to talk about the NBA cannot be saved. The first step in fixing a problem is acknowledging that there is a problem. Until you can accept and admit that something is wrong, you can't begin to resolve the issue. And here's where the problem begins. There are three branches to this problem, and all three branches have to accept and acknowledge that there is a problem in order to resolve it. The first branch is the NBA and players. The NBA doesn't think there's anything wrong with the product they are producing. They were able to sign a huge contract with NBC. They somehow still sell incredibly overpriced tickets to their games. Even Adam Silver stated openly, this is a game of highlights. Clearly, when they see the low ratings and fan disapproval, they don't have an issue with it. The players, they foul bait, flop, have almost zero fundamentals. They carry, travel, set moving screens, and dish out offensive fouls. They obviously don't object to the officiating, unless it's against them, of course. They don't follow the rules or even know them, and clearly don't care about the fans' experience or what they want. The second branch. The second branch is the media. Again, the media does not appear to have any issues with the state of the game, its officiating, or its player base. They dismiss and excuse all abhorrent behavior on and off the court, glazing and uplifting mediocrity into greatness, turning the egregious into victim blaming. Their complete lack of accountability and holding those responsible accountable is a huge reason for the state of the NBA. They pander to the players, teams, and owners while besmirching actual greatness, dismissing previous errors, and taking every opportunity to tear down past legacies in order to facilitate their lies and narratives. The third branch. The third branch is the fans. The modern NBA fan is just as much to blame for the current state of the NBA as the NBA, its players, and media together. Complacency is guilt. Sitting idly by while the game you love is systematically destroyed and dismantled is unacceptable. A silent majority of unhappy fans are just as guilty as the lemmings that fell in line to watch a substandard product. A fan base that has made stats more significant than winning is unacceptable. A fan base that spits on past greats to build up mediocrity is unacceptable. A fan base that doesn't hold itself or those they're fans of accountable is unacceptable. I acknowledge and admit there is a problem. I will not sit idly by while the game I love is systematically destroyed. I will not lower my standards. I will not move the goalposts. I will not accept mediocrity. I will be a voice standing against it, and I need other people to stand up and stand against it as well. Sports are a reflection of our society. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Our society is currently weak and soft and complacent. I am not. And I'll be fucked if I give in. I don't give up. I don't quit. I don't make excuses. I make results. I don't know what has happened to this game. It's changed at every level. The NBA itself has changed. Its officiating has changed. The players have changed. The media has changed. None of it is what it once was. And this isn't nostalgia. This isn't me being an old head thinking things were better in my day, even though they abso-fucking-lutely were. This is me unwilling to accept the current state. Again, it comes down to complacency. What are you willing and not willing to tolerate? And I'm not willing to tolerate this. I know a lot of people feel the same way. I see it in my comment section. I see it in other content creators' comment sections. A lot of people are unhappy with the state of the game, with the state of our society. But what the fuck are you doing to change it? I realize I'm just some voice on YouTube. But sometimes a voice can change the world. Will it be my voice? Probably not. But I want to be a voice of voices standing up against it. And it would be so easy for somebody to dismiss it and say, dude, it's just basketball. I mean, even LeBron said it. It's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. It's not just basketball. I said earlier, sports are a reflection on our society, and they are and always have been. In the past, in hard times, sports built us up. It inspired us. It gave us hope. It gave us something to hold on to. It doesn't do that anymore. I'm not inspired when I watch sports. I just recently went and saw a Kraken game, and I did have a great time at the game. But I was not inspired by the sport on the ice, especially by the Kraken, unfortunately. I'm becoming a fan of that team. I'm becoming a fan of hockey. But they just got outplayed. It looked like a complete lack of conditioning because every time the two teams had to chase down a puck, they lost. Every single time. At the end of the game, the Ducks had 32 shots on goal. The Kraken had 20. That's a huge discrepancy. Now, the Kraken's goalie was putting in work. If anything, the only inspiration I had was him. At a 32 shots on goal, he let in 4. Could he have done better? Sure, but that's not a bad percentage. He was working his ass off, and he didn't give up. Not only does sport have to be better, we have to be better. We have to hold athletes accountable. We have to hold our standards accountable. Lowering the standards and moving goalposts doesn't create greatness. It downplays it. It belittles it. The only way I am okay with changing standards or greatness is make it more difficult. Not easier, more difficult. But we don't seem to want to do that. In society, in our lives as a whole, I'm guilty of it myself. After my accident, I got into a cycle of self-destruction. I didn't like myself. I didn't like my life. And so I was trying to burn it down. And the reality is, it worked. I ended up losing my job. I walked out on my marriage. I completely tore myself down to nothing. And then I had to build myself back up. Better and stronger. But I did. I put in the fucking work. And now that I have, I won't accept quitting. I won't accept mediocrity. If I can do it and I'm a crippled, brain damaged fuck, I will not accept it from anyone else. If I can do it with all of my adversity, then fuck it. Anyone can do it, and they better. Anyway, that got a little unhinged, but that's the end of the video. If you made it to the end, I certainly appreciate it. As always, I want to give a shout out to the content creators that continue to inspire me to do this. Uncommon Sense, Angry Old Hoops, Self-Researched NBA Facts, 93's Sports and Fitness Rants, Uncut Hoops, Beam Engine, In Your Face Hoops, Eddie TV, King Speech Road, Goatcast Hoops. I always appreciate your guys' takes, your perspectives, and your humor. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.